Imagine a man sitting in the harbour of prosperous Abdera, watching a ray of light pierce the gloom of his study, revealing thousands of dust particles dancing in the air. For others, it's just dirt. For him, it is the secret choreography of the universe. Democritus was born into abundance in a Thracian city that breathed gold and commerce, but his conflict was not hunger, it was a crisis of reason. The sages of his time, the Eleatics, shouted that movement was an illusion and that the void was logically impossible. But young Democritus could not accept a static world. He felt the pulse of matter. He spent his fortune on an epic journey that took him from the sands of Egypt to the temples of Persia, and perhaps even to the distant borders of India, searching for the answer to a forbidden question: what is silence made of? He absorbed the mathematical secrets of the Chaldeans, blending foreign wisdom with his own restless logic. Alongside his master Leucippus, he connected the dots and fragmented the eternal being into an infinity of small, indivisible bodies. The atom was born, the puzzle piece that allowed movement without violating reason. At home, his curiosity bordered on eccentricity. He was the man who laughed at the pomposity of life. While his peers exhausted themselves chasing fleeting power and wealth, he found unimaginable riches in the unseen. His neighbors saw him dissecting his surroundings to understand how hooked atoms gave solidity to metal and smooth ones gave fluidity to water. He imagined atoms with hooks and rough surfaces interlocking in a perpetual mechanical dance without the need for gods to pull the strings. But the shadow reached him in the solitude of his mind, the tragic suspicion that our senses are liars. In reality, we know nothing, he whispered, upon realizing that color, taste, and heat are mere conventions, simple effects of atoms striking our soul. He felt the weight of a cold truth. The soul itself is material, a handful of fire atoms that, upon death, will inevitably disperse into the infinite void. Yet from that darkness emerged his intellectual climax, an encyclopedic work of over 60 treatises that eliminated the fear of the supernatural. He proclaimed that there is not just one world, but an infinity of them, being born and dying in the eternal vortex of chance and necessity. He looked up at the night sky and recognized the Milky Way not as a mythological trail, but as the collective glow of countless distant suns packed tightly together. The cosmos was no longer a divine whim, but a perfect and understandable machine. In his final years, Democritus continued to smile, not out of madness, but from the peace of euthymia. He understood that we are a temporary union of stars and dust, a brief sigh in the immensity of absolute space. His legacy whispers to us that death is not an abyss, but a reconfiguration of our essence in the theatre of the invisible. Truth lies in the depths, and we are the intellect that dares to look into them. We are Amautas,